All right, so in this example, we have two different problems that we're trying to solve. First of all, we are looking for a grandchild. And second, we are experiencing an indexing slash census error. So we're going to tackle both at the same time with this individual, St. Thomas. All right, so as we look at the record and looking at who are these other people down here and how are they related to the head, we click on the record and we see St. Thomas here. He is listed as a son-in-law to the head. So we could just go with that. But if we look a little deeper, we'll notice that he's only 3 years old. He's not of age to get married yet. And so I doubt that he's a son-in-law. But let's go into the actual image and take a look. So if we go back here and click on image, let's open up the census and actually take a look at what's going on. So here is the John Collins family. Here we have him as a head. And let's see, we are looking for St. Thomas. All right, he's the last one here. And it does indeed say son-in-law. The original census taker wrote down son-in-law and listed the age as 3. But somebody's come in after. You'll see lots of pencil marks or lighter letters that are written in after the fact, and it corrects it to grand. So I'm guessing this is more a grandson than a son-in-law. And let's see if that might be the case. So taking a look at the family, let me zoom out one more. We have John and Sarah and Nettie. And here's a really good indicator. Nettie, if we follow her line out, she's 21 years old. She's single, but she has birthed one kid, one child, and it is still living. So we can be pretty confident that St. Thomas is actually a grandson to the head, John Collins, and he is a son to Nettie, as indicated in these columns over here. So here we see that there was an actual error with the census taker who was writing down the interview. So now it's up to us to link it in Family Search the proper way. as we are looking at this family, John is the grandfather of St. Thomas, but there isn't a section for grandchildren. So we need to change the focus person in order to adjust so that we have a place to put St. Thomas. So we are going to change the focus person to Nettie, his mother. As we do so, we now have the accordion that we can open for St. Thomas. Now we're going to click and drag him up to the child category, where Nettie, we want to make sure that Nettie is the focus person directly under this blue bar, and that her child is St. Thomas. We're going to go ahead and add him over, create a new person, and add all the information over. Now, this one was a little bit more difficult, and you may find easier ones or harder ones, but the grandchildren are typically pretty difficult to know which person on the census is their parent. This one was pretty easy. But that won't always be the case, and a lot more research may be needed, or if you're uncomfortable, just skip it and somebody else will come along later and take care of it.